mama can tell you some stuff, man. She's one of these that was born with some type of veil over her face or something like that, which means that, when somebody dies, see stuff that other people can't see. Yeah, well, she's born like that, so she's got all kinds of stories.
The temperature keeps going up.
I got the chills bad, dude. Woo!
And I'll tell you what, the scary moment for me, we were laying in here one night and heard the biggest racket ever. And a damn blank picture, it come off that wall there and was laying right over here.
Did you hear that? That was not you.
And the EMF went off for it too.
That sound was not you? What the f was that, dude?
It's unique how that house is built, though. You can tell that it slept a lot of people. Yeah, and it wasn't in that bad a shape until people stopped living in it. A house dies when people don't live in it. A house dies when people don't live in it. A house dies when people don't live in it.
In this episode of Wake Paranormal TV, we will be investigating an undisclosed private residence located in North Carolina. This is a location I've wanted to investigate for several years due to all the stories I've heard, but never had the opportunity until now. Tonight I'll be joined by my good friend Gary Arnold, who helped make this investigation possible, and together we will face our fears of the unknown. Some of the claims of paranormal activity at this farmhouse include the sounds of footsteps walking around, unexplained loud bangs, doors opening and closing by themselves, poltergeist activity, and full-body apparitions of family members that both lived and died in this house. The owner also believes the house was built on a Kahari tribe burial ground, and they have found clumps of black hair buried in the crawl space beneath the house. It is time to face our fears. Alright, so we just swapped out some batteries. Got an EVI meter, which will set that up in the kitchen here. If there's any vibration, any temperature spikes, you'll notice these top lights here will start blinking. And then EMF will be these two blue lights there if there is EMF. You also are equipped with a K2 meter. Same thing, if you see any spikes,
I'll let you know.
just holler it out. Let me put some batteries in real quick. Alright, it is super quiet in here, which is going to be awesome for EVPs. How do you feel in here so far, Gary?
It feels pretty good so far. I mean, just really quiet.
Right.
And the reason I say it feels good is just, well, it doesn't feel too heavy right now. Like it did earlier upstairs.
Right.
Well, it doesn't feel too heavy right now.
While Keith and Gary are discussing how the energy feels in the house prior to their investigation, all four microphones capture the sound of something knocking on the wall. If you look at all the camera angles, we are both standing still, and neither of us react in real time to the knocking. Could there be something in the house with us trying to get our attention? Alright, so we're going to do our first EVP session of the night. We're in the kitchen, living room. We're going to be real quiet and... Let's see.
See, Keith?
Yeah.
It's not much, just little.
Yeah. Is there anybody in this house that wants to talk to us tonight? Is there anybody from the family here tonight? We heard a lot of crazy stories about this place. I have a device in my hand that will give you a voice if you walk up to it and talk. You could let us know if any of those stories that you heard tonight were true or not. Alright, we'll do a quick playback.
We heard a lot of crazy stories about this place.
hurt tonight were true or not.
I can't really hear anything. All right. If you're in here and you want to communicate with us, you have to try a little harder. And you have to speak a little bit louder if you want to be heard tonight. If anybody's in this house right now, can you make a noise? Can you bang on a wall? Please don't. Did you hear something?
Is it the noise outside? Can't tell. It could be this guy's working the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna play back. I don't know who died. Right there, you heard that? Sounds like get out.
No.
Watch, listen.
If you're in here and you want to communicate with us, you have to try a little harder. And you have to speak a little bit louder if you want to be heard tonight.
That's your flashlight back.
If anybody's in this house right now, can you make a noise?
What the f***, dude?
Banging on the wall?
You didn't touch it?
Look at this. Do you see that? Yeah. The flashlight just turned on. My back pocket.
What is it like? Is the battery down?
Hold on. Document that, right? Film that real quick. Dude,
The temperature keeps going up.
I got the chills bad, dude. Woo! I've had this, I don't make a curse. I've had this flashlight for a while, dude. How the f did that happen, dude? You want to lost something?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear what you heard, because my hearing's not the best in the world.
Alright. Whew.
That was crazy.
Get out. Try to get my composure. Alright, so I don't know what just happened. Somehow the flashlight in my back pocket turned on by itself.
It did.
I don't know how to explain that. It was kind of... What the hell, man?
What?
Now my recorder's playing on its own. So the flashlight in my back pocket turned on by itself, and it has the button is set inside so it doesn't accidentally turn on. And you saw that happen, dude. The light over there just like instantly started shining.
Yeah.
Around the same time we thought we heard the word get out on the audio recorder, and we were having some temperature fluctuation on the EDI meter. And then I got chills, which I'm sure that was just me being scared. Maybe they're waking up, man. Maybe they're realizing, maybe they're figuring out how they can mess with our stuff. If that is you, you're doing a good job. We're gonna try one more session on this recorder, and we'll go to another device, maybe go to another area of the house.
Yeah.
But let's try, trying to get my nerve back up. Let's do one more session, and we're gonna do it in this room. Got K2 spikes going on right now.
Yep.
Alright. If there's anybody in this room with us right now, what is your name? Did somebody turn my flashlight on in my pocket? Can you do it again? I got chills bad.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to move though. Is that you I'm feeling? Can you speak into the device in my hand? You might not know what a recorder is, but if you just come up to my hand and talk, we might be able to hear you. All right, let's play back. There was something there. I thought I heard something in the beginning of that. I'm going to replay that real quick.
Somebody turned my flashlight on in my pocket. Can you do it again?
It sounds like, after I say the flashlight, it almost sounds like, yes, I did.
Somebody turned my flashlight on in my pocket. Can you do it again?
Yes, I did. That's what I hear. Maybe not, maybe not. You think we hear something? Like outside?
Yeah, I'm listening. Could be deers, yeah, because they were running around. Could be animals.
The team hears a few noises outside and decide it's time to move the investigation into another room of the house. First floor bedroom of the farmhouse. In between setting up shots, Gary, you just experienced something weird. We don't know if it's paranormal or not. Like pressure on your shoulder, I guess is how you explain it. Almost like, I don't know.
Like somebody kind of pinching my shoulder, like right now it feels that way.
It feels like it right now.
Yeah, my hand's kind of numb.
Has anything like that ever happened to you before or no?
Not like this, just standing around.
Alright, so that is interesting. We don't know if it's paranormal or not, but it is definitely interesting. If anybody's in here and wants to communicate, I have a device. Same thing like before. If you try to talk as loud as you can, we might be able to hear you. Can you see us right now? Say yes or no. I thought I just heard Keith. Did you just say my name? Did somebody touch Gary on the shoulder? Can you touch me as well? Thought I heard a bang. Hello? Somebody make a bang? Nothing out there. Right. We're coming for you, second floor, don't worry. Alright, let's not let it distract us too much. That's right. I have the iOvilus on my old iPhone. This phone's not hooked up to any service. There's zero signal, zero anything on this bad boy. It should give off zero EMF. This is the room where somebody pulled the sheets off of the bed. Can you tell me the name of the person who pulled the sheets off? What was that? Oh, that camera maybe just died? Alright, so this camera just died. Anybody in this room want to talk to us right now? Or do you have a message for anybody in the family? There is a frog on the ceiling up there.
Okay. A tree for up. He's chilling.
See if you can turn that flashlight on again for us. I don't know how you did that. It was in my back pocket. That button has to be pressed pretty damn hard. So if that was you, That's impressive. Can you turn that flashlight on again? Keith placed his flashlight next to an EDI meter which can detect electromagnetic field and asked if they could try and turn the flashlight on again. Every time he asked them, the EMF would spike on the EDI meter, making it appear that the spirit was trying to use its energy to turn the light back on. Is that an EMF spike on there? I'll move that just in case, so it shouldn't be that. That shouldn't be. This phone shouldn't be giving off any EMF. Because this phone is not hooked up to a service. So I'm going to move both of those away.
Okay.
Ovilus is still running. Is that you trying to turn the flashlight on? Push it as hard as you can. That would be the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. Did you hear that? That was not you.
And the EMF went off a little bit too.
That sound? Was not you? Are you f***ing kidding? Was that frog? What the f*** was that, dude? Are you serious? I'm afraid to f***ing move right now, dude.
It's okay. We're not outside and show us what's happening. Was it your phone right there? Your phone's closed on there.
Huh?
Oh, that's not.
No, that. Oh, it says think. Oh, thank.
Think?
Who are you thanking?
Think or think?
Thank. Like, thank you.
Maybe you're just supposed to talk.
I would love to talk. The team just heard a disembodied groan inside the bedroom with them. Unbeknownst to them, they just captured a very familiar voice to the owner. This was the sound his grandfather would make when he was asked a question, and we are also in the same room he passed away in. You got us a little freaked out right now because
You can at least say hello.
I think I heard you a second ago. I think we both heard you. I don't know what you said. We still want you to turn that flashlight on right now. Every time I ask it to turn the flashlight on, it
You can do it. We know you
that
can.
EMF spikes.
You know you can do it.
You have a lot of energy. What about instead of turning the flashlight on, if you just try to hold it? Try to hold it with your hand. This house is creepy AF. Alright, if you don't want to talk to us in here, we might move on to the next room, okay? Can you say goodbye to us?
Capital G.
So,
What is your name?
my name's Gary with a capital G.
As soon as Keith asked the spirit to say goodbye, the Ovilus said capital G. The team initially connected the letter with Gary's name, but was the spirit trying to say goodbye like it was asked to do? Or was it trying to tell us he was the grandfather?
In lowercase. ARY.
Dude. What letter does my name start with? We're gonna leave this room. We're gonna charge some batteries and we're gonna come back and we're gonna try again to talk to you, okay?
Reloaded.
Ovilus. Of.
Alright, so we took a little break. We had to decompress a little bit outside, try to figure out what the heck happened to us earlier. Flashlight turned on, some weird EVPs, the sensation of being touched on your shoulder, along with the weird disembodied voice or growl, whatever it is. We're not 100% sure what it was just yet. But now we are in the front of the house, which I guess was another bedroom or something.
This was the bedroom, I think. Dale said he's sleeping in the bed right there with his brother.
And as you can see, they removed some section of floor in here, so we got to be really careful. We figured we'd try a REM pod session. This is basically a proximity sensor. If you come close enough to it and touch it, it will light up. It will also make some sound. All my years of doing this, I've only had that thing go off one time, and that was actually at the Bennett Farmhouse. Steve saw a full body apparition by the staircase. He saw his hand grab the REM. Did you see that?
It was.
Like a flashing light.
Pretty cool.
As Keith was talking about a previous experience he witnessed at another location, He saw a quick flash of light come through the window behind Gary. They went outside to look for the source of light, but could not figure out where it came from. We're going to open up a line of communication. If you are in this room with us right now, if you walk up to this device on the floor and if you touch it, it will light up and it will make a cool sound. Now earlier, somebody touched my flashlight and you were able to turn it on. And then when we asked you to turn the light on, our EMF meter was spiking. But this doesn't take much energy. If you walk up to this device and just try to touch it, it will let us know you're here with us. Can you do that for me? Can you kick it with your foot? Can you try to kick it into the floor? This is also the same room that we heard a painting came flying off this wall right here. We were told that somebody knocked it off the wall, came all the way to this side and hit the wall over here. That takes a lot of energy. Whoever did that, if you're here right now, can you use that same amount of energy, but touch that device on the floor? Can you touch it right now? What is that? You heard that, right? The team was conducting a REM pod experiment in the same room that had poltergeist activity in the past. While waiting for a response, they both hear the sound of floorboards creaking in the hallway, as if someone was walking towards the room they were standing in. I'm going to do the same thing, place it on the ground so there's no contamination with my hands. Walking away. Same question. The original owner of this house, his name is Tate. Are you still here with us tonight? Do you still live in this house? Are you upset that they're removing parts of this house? Removing floors, stair rails, doors, walls? Can you tell me what one of our names are? Or the name of someone that was here earlier with us today?
The original owner of this house, his name is Tate. Are you still here with us tonight? Do you still live in this house? Are you upset that they are removing parts of this house? Removing floors, stair rails, doors, walls?
Dude, those are like full sentences. Alright, I gotta go back. There was a lot.
Are you still here with us tonight? Do you still live in this house?
While reviewing the audio file from this EVP session, Keith asked the spirit, "Do you still live in the house?" And the response on the recorder was no, he doesn't. Followed by Alex, JP, help me. This tells me I'm no longer communicating with the previous tenants of the house, and possibly communicating with the entity known as Seven that seems to be attached to our group. This time on the EVP recorder, the spirit sounds annoyed with us by telling us to get out of the way, my sister's room, and then yelling, "Get out." Was this the bedroom of the youngest female sibling who was born in the house and recently passed away in 2019 at the age of 100? There's definitely something there, like sentences like he's trying to, or something's trying to talk. Whoever was just talking to us, we think we heard you, but you need to be a little bit louder, and if you can talk a little bit slower, as loud as you can. What is your name? This is the moment of truth. We are about to go back upstairs and do a little investigation, see if we can communicate with anybody. Then we're going to come back down here and try a few more experiments in the room where we heard the growl earlier. Whew, you ready?
I'm ready, boss.
All right. It is scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm super brave. There's no railings, and we have to be safe here. We are literally in the middle of nowhere. So if someone was to get injured right now, we would be in pretty bad shape. So just watch your step. As you guys can see, there is literally no railing. Careful, you all right? I'm gonna lay it down. It is audio file 13. Laying it down. We'll try to be as still as possible. If anybody is up here with us, can you make your presence known? Can you tell me who lived in this house? It is super quiet up here. Do you like us being in here? I don't know if I want to know the answer to that question. All right, ending recording.
I'm gonna lay it down. It is audio file 13. Laying it down. I'm trying to be as still as possible. If anybody is up here with us, can you make your presence known? Tell me who lives in this house. Like us being in here. Alright, ending recording.
All right, we got nothing there. So this, in case you're wondering why it is playing back a lot faster, this has voice activation in there. So if nobody's speaking, it cuts out those silent parts.
Low battery on your... Hey, it's coming up.
Low battery on what? My phone? Low battery. So, all right, something in here is either messing with our devices or we just need to recharge longer. If something is up here messing with our equipment, what is your name? You've yet to tell us your name. Ending session.
Something is up here messing with our equipment. What is your name? You've yet to tell us your name.
Nothing. My camcorder is on its last bar as well.
You going on there?
Nope. I'm just looking. I'm gonna stay close to the hallway, but not too close. This could give you a voice if you try to speak. I would love to talk with you tonight. Anybody that's in here. I can't get in there. I can't get myself to walk in that room. Whose room was this? How do you feel up here? Nervous,
just
anxiety?
Chest is kind of...
Chest is tight.
Yeah, tight.
I don't want to go down that hallway. Part of me is afraid if I see something, I'm going to run and I'm going to fall. I'm going to,
I'll be done with you.
Yeah. We're up here, man. It's one time only. Whose bedroom was this? Careful, man. Careful. That LED light just shut off. So let's, if that light turns off, then we're screwed. Careful. Let's watch your step. We're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna charge some of our batteries up. We're not going home just yet. We would love to talk with you guys. So many questions, not enough answers. We're finally getting our bravery up to do the paranormal music box. The idea behind this, or the theory behind it, if anything crosses that sensor, it will trigger the music box and it will start playing. I also set an EDI meter next to it. This way that can help document if there's any spikes as well. So we're going to turn this thing on and then we're going to kind of retreat back to our safe zone. Just because this thing is definitely creepy. Turn the light off. I'll hang out in the dark up here for a minute. If anybody's down here with us, holy shit. If you stand in front of it, it'll play a song and you'll be able to hear it. Can you stand in front of that? Good God. The team was in disbelief when the music box started producing sounds right away, almost on command. I have used this music box at other locations and have had 0 responses on it, so who or what is setting this device off? That was you who touched me, right? Okay. I was like, holy shit. Alright, it worked. Can you do it again? You have to stand in front of it. You're starting to figure it out. You're doing a great job. Are you walking back and forth in front of it? The team is standing still in the hallway, close to the side door when the camera's microphone picks up the sound of footsteps walking down the hallway as the music box is playing. The EDI meter's geophone, which detects vibration, is not detecting anything on the meter, so who is walking towards us? You can see as I go to turn the music box off that my footsteps are detected by the device. Do you like the song it's playing? We're going to turn this off. Alright, we're going to shut this down then. Thank you for communicating with us, if that was you. This house did not disappoint. For almost 10 years, I have heard stories about how nobody can spend the night inside the house, and we almost didn't make it either. Tonight was a test of our bravery, and I feel like it was a victory. We experienced a lot of strange, unexplainable events at the farmhouse, and I feel a strong desire to go back for answers to some of my questions about the unknown. Thank you all for watching this episode. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and leave a like if you enjoyed the video.